What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. Before we start this video, I want to thank this video's sponsor, Atlas Driving School. Whether you're looking for driving lessons for your class 4, 5, or 7, Atlas Driving School has you covered with locations all over the Lower Mainland. Plus, for watching Vancouver's Worst Drivers, this channel, all you viewers can get 10% off all their driving packages, and all that information will be in the description below. So let's get into the videos, starting off with this one from Mitch. Of course, this video was taken from Richmond, and this driver does a U-turn right in the middle of a highway and then decides to go against traffic, just asking to get hit head on. It's just absolutely bonkers that while driving in Vancouver, you could just die at any second. Honestly, in this video, it's a miracle that this SUV didn't hit the Mini in this situation. No stop and no look from his Civic, but at least Wilson's driving skills are on point. Farmer Joe captures this red light runner, and this pedestrian looks surprised, but I'm like, hey buddy, it's Vancouver. This stuff happens all the time. This video was recorded in Granville, and this cyclist almost becomes roadkill. Dave took this photo of his Mazda, who's driven by an 80-year-old driver stuck up on the curb like this. Also looks like they're driving the wrong way against a one-way road. Might be time to hang up the keys, my friend. Being a police officer is a difficult job when you got drivers like this who just absolutely gun it as the RCMP are trying to pull him over. This video is from Lougheed Highway in Coquitlam near the Riverview grounds, and this truck just absolutely loses control. I guess they didn't see the red light, hit the brakes too late, and lost control. What somebody pointed out though is that that trailer should have a braking system on the back. Not sure how he lost control like that then. Who knew that turning right was so difficult? I know some people like to be on the driver's side and say, oh, maybe they're from the UK or whatever it is, but to me, it looks like a solid wall of people in his way anyways. This person also looks like they have a hard time turning right, this time for a different reason. Sir, it looks like you dropped something there. So not only does this driver block Kevin from proceeding forward, but then just blindly makes this left turn without even checking if it's clear. This left turn could not be any less smooth. Looks like the RAV4 on the left is blocking the view of this person turning left, but as I always say, if you can't see if it's clear, don't proceed through. As you can see, I've fast forwarded this video, but how does this driver not notice that their trunk is up? Like, do they not hear the sounds? Do they not feel cold? Like, no clue what's going on. This pedestrian can see cars turning left, but he's going to play Frogger anyways. So many of you saw the photos of this circulating the news about this driver getting a crash and ending up on a fence. Well, here's the home security footage. Just absolutely unreal video and just crazy that they ended up there. This video is one of the most painful videos I think I've watched in a while. This driver runs this red light, which as you can see is a no right turn on a red light, but then stops for the other red light that doesn't even apply to him. What do you think? Distracted or drunk? Here we have an Evo driver in the wild trying to save 10 cents by not having to wait at a light. This video submitted by Anonymous kind of highlights some drivers that should never be on the road. So we have this driver driving the wrong way. He made his mistake. He turned too early. Happens to the best of us, right? But then also proceeds to almost get an accident here and waits for a worse time to be turning. Kevin also shares with us his experience of someone driving on the wrong side of the road. Usually drivers run red lights because they don't notice that the light is red. This driver, on the other hand, doesn't notice that it's green. Well, that was a dumb move. When you're just a little too small for your bike. Jeffrey recorded this video of his truck knocking this sign over. People on Instagram were pointing out that, could you imagine if there was a car driving beside this guy? But anyways, I will commend him because at least he stopped. Broad daylight, no view obstruction, still almost gets in an accident. Almost hits another driver and almost hits a pedestrian. This video caused quite the stir on Instagram because people were pointing out that Ross can't change lanes in the middle of the intersection. Believe it or not, there's nothing in the Motor Vehicle Act that says you can't. It's just not advised. RGS Carpentry said to me that these two drivers looked like they weren't driving together. Unfortunately, in Vancouver, we're just surrounded by crazy drivers. When you're just blindly following the cars in front of you. Unfortunately, driving in Vancouver, you gotta listen to your parents. You basically have to look both ways before you cross the street. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Also, remember, I accept footage from anywhere in BC. I'm hopefully working on my next BC video in the next few months. So if you have crazy footage, be sure to send it in to me. All that information will be in the description below.